Hello, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle of Vancouver Adjacent by Night. As a warning, this is a mature game. Nobody's going to jump on that one? Okay, cool.
That we're not mature enough to be a mature game.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was
We
aiming
don't have
for.
to be
I know
mature
I'm
enough
not
to be on a mature game. We just have to be,
of
what I
age.
mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're the age of majority, it's fine. If you're not mature, it's your own problem. So, it explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed
People.
consent. Players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. But I'm just going to insert a little thing in here. Hold on to your butts, because this is probably going to be an episode with a lot of feels. So yeah, there's going to be some heartstrings and some like, oh no, not diablerizing Harley or something along
Oops.
those lines. I
Hashtag
don't know.
oops.
That's going to be our
Oops.
raid call later. Okay, so the players will always let me know if something gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready. Thank you for our wonderful host and sponsor, Level Up Dice, for giving us the opportunity to share our story with you. Please support them by purchasing their exquisite dice and spreading the word about them on social media. And we have the Silvery and the Zemissy dice right here. I don't know if you can see them. It's weird. There we go. Also, we are currently, for this particular episode, we're going to be raising some money for Jasper's Game Day. So the link will be over here in the chat somewhere, I'm thinking. So donate if you can. If you can't donate, that's cool too. Just help spread the word. Help spread the link everywhere you can. We're also doing something a little bit tomorrow. I'll get into that later. But I will now introduce our vampires. Starting with, I'm just gonna go with Sam. Sorry, I gotta throw you in there first.
Of course. All right. Hi. I'm Samantha McLarty, and I'm going to be playing the La Sombra Elena Cortez, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Oops.
Hashtag oops.
Hashtag oops.
She did it again. And over to Zachary.
Hey, I'm Zachary Vaudo. I'm playing Charlie Lawrence, the Malkavian. It's been a lot to think about.
And over to Brennan.
I'm Brendan. I'm playing Charlotte the Ventru. I may or may not do something morally reprehensible today.
That I don't know about. So, Lex.
Hi, I'm Lex. I play Cassandra the Toreador, and I'm sure we're all going to go right back to being the very bestest of friends.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Patrick.
Hi, I am Patrick Gill, and I am playing the Nosferatu Harley. Fuck.
Wait, hold on. Actually, mouth the words. Brennan, get ready.
I got it.
And go.
Great timing, everyone. Great timing.
Perfect. All right.
Nailed it.
And we're starting early. All right. So when last we saw our intrepid coterie of vampires, there were issues. Let's just say that there were issues. The last episode is up on YouTube if you want to check it out. But the best that I can describe it is kind of, there's a lot of blood and eating werewolves and frenzies and
Oops.
And there was the infiltration of the Pentex facility at the old Alexander Industries building went slightly awry, and there were were creatures there, and there were adopted were rats now that Charlotte adopted. And there were,
Charles.
There's going to be a bunch of feelings in this particular episode. So I'm going to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Oh God.
It's fine.
So,
Everything's fine.
starting off the evening, I believe we are going to do a quick bit first with the next evening at the basement of Charlotte Industries with Elena and Harley. Or am I mistaken? I'm fine.
I think it's Elena and Harley.
I think so.
Yeah.
Is Harley coming to the basement, or is Harley staying in?
Actually, before Harley would go down to check on Elena, he needs to make a stop first to talk to Charlotte.
But first, rouse checks for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're making me roll.
Don't forget, you'll
Hey.
be talking to Charlotte and her new son.
Yes.
Okay, so first, before
No,
I
didn't
do
pick him up
this,
from Alexandria.
You had at least 1 pint of blood waiting for you.
that's what I'm
already.
asking. Did I
Yeah.
at least get that first?
Yeah, you had to burn off at least 4 to get rid of the werewolf stuff in your system, which would put you at hunger 4.
And
Uh-huh.
Charlie had left a pint of blood, literally like
So then you
outside.
that
Like-
would put you at hunger 3.
Right.
Okay. I just needed to make sure, because if I fuck this up and I'm at hunger 4, it's gonna be real bad all over again. We're not gonna get to the fills.
Day 1, minute 1, it went bad.
Oh God, so many days. Shit.
Brennan, how did Charlotte do?
No crypto advice for me.
Damn. I will deal with Charlie's in just a second after I call up this particular file on my phone. Patrick,
I am now at hunger 2.
that's what I thought you'd say. Hey, she's really weak down here. All you have to do is eat Elena a little bit, and then you don't have to worry about all of this feeling shit
Shut
you
up!
have to do with regards to the werewolves. Come on.
Shut up!
Do it.
Shut up! Shut up!
I have faith in you.
Shut up. We're not doing this tonight. Shut up.
Oh, we're doing this every night, pal.
One of these nights, I'm gonna get just so fucking sick and tired of you. You and I, we're gonna go for a little walk, and we're gonna forget to go home.
The only way you're getting me out of here is with an ice pick, pally. And that's the last you hear of your particular beast until we do another rouse check. So how did Elena do?
I succeeded.
Yay!
I actually succeeded, so nah.
Cassandra?
Also good here.
So, over to Charlie. Charlie hears the following. As soon as it loads, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You hear, "Hey, you should probably know something. We should
It's so dark in here. I can't see anything.
yeah, you should probably deal with that. I'm guessing probably at some point. It's probably it's a thing we should take care of. I don't know. Maybe after you eat something, you should probably eat something.
I'm sorry I couldn't find you.
Yeah, about that eating.
Go away.
I don't know if you know how this works.
I don't want to talk to you right now. Go away. Oh, we'll talk later.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, I guess so. So, Harley is paying a visit to Charlotte.
Yes. And as soon as Harley is done with Charlotte, he is going to go back to his room to get some things and then go wait outside the door for Elena when she is ready. So Harley is he looks like absolute shit. He's thrown that old t-shirt away. He's walking around in just a tank top because it was the only clean clothing he had. He's gone through a few interns as well. He hasn't killed anybody, but all of the damage has been healed. But Harley is going to go to Charlotte's office. He is not even going to bother checking in with Sandra. He is just going to give 2 quick, sharp knocks on the door and just come in unannounced.
Don't come in here if you're bringing a bunch of emotional baggage. I don't want to deal with it.
No, I've...
Oh, you look wretched.
Yeah.
Like more wretched than usual.
It's... I'm going for a new aesthetic. Maybe.
And you're here to talk about it with me.
No.
Okay, thank God.
Not directly.
Okay, great. Lovely to see you, Harley. How are you today?
Could be better. I'm gonna be handling downstairs, so you don't need to worry about that.
That's why I pay you the big bucks.
Exactly. Look, if I'm going to keep working for you, and we're gonna keep doing this, I need you to do something for me.
You need me to do something for you?
Yeah.
And what might such a favor be?
I know your clan. They're capable of doing things to a kindred's mind. You can make them do what you want them to do well after the fact.
Oh, you want me to do the dominate thing,
Right.
like I did to Elena.
Right.
And you, actually.
Except I need you to I need you to be able to keep me from doing stupid shit. I need you to keep me from being a security risk for you and the rest of us. I need you to be able to put me on a leash, but still,
A fail-safe.
Yeah.
You are aware that that would basically put you in my service forever?
This isn't something you can undo. This is permanent. If you
I
do
mean,
this.
I could, but assuming you trust me.
I think we're kind of past that point.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Well, that's a good point. Yeah, you would be a shame if you were a security risk, and that would certainly get in the way if you went off the handle. So I can see where you're coming from. You have to understand that I try to keep my hands not dirty, because if I'm dominating everybody, then the blame falls on me, because I'm actively making everybody do everything.
No, you can't have it. So I can still be me and do what I want to do, but if I go too far, you can't pull me back.
I can do that.
That's
But if that ever comes back to bite you, it'll be my fault. Are you okay with that?
yes.
Okay. I'll have Sandra write up a contract.
Okay.
I'm sure we can come up with some clever wordplay that gives you plenty of room, but it should keep you out of trouble.
I think this needs to happen.
And such a contract would also include somewhat of a confidentiality agreement. I'd rather the rest of the coterie wasn't aware of our arrangement.
Well, yeah, and you can't make that part of it anyway, though.
That was the plan. I just
Right.
wanted to let you know that was
Yeah.
going to be part of it. Okay.
Well, it's above board then. That works for me.
All right. So are you going to try to resist this, or are we
No.
just in agreement here?
No. And I full on, like, Harley's always keenly sure to not ever look Charlotte directly in the eye, except now, and it's actually kind of like disconcerting. The fact that Charlotte hasn't actually looked at Harley directly in the eye ever either, and
Oh, you have such beautiful eyes.
yeah, you have to get past the rest of it though.
Yeah. Sandra, please clear out my afternoon schedule, please.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah,
It's
no
always
problem.
afternoon.
How long does this gonna take?
It'll be quick.
Okay.
And she'll just close the door, and then, well, I'll sort out whatever the actual command is, but I'm sure I can come up with something more clever than I can come up with on the spot. You're free to go.
Okay.
What would Elena say in the name of the Father and the Son of the Holy Spirit?
And he actually almost instinctively does it, but he stops himself. All right. I've got to go. Thank you.
Good luck with that. When you're unable to defend yourself, that will be on me.
Well, we out of character. We can discuss the particulars of this arrangement in more detail. But the intent is no more loose cannon Harley. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you feel like the loose cannon is what's going to protect you from Elena going crazy.
Yeah, there's that.
And
So is Harley making his way down to the basement?
yeah, he is gonna stop by his place real quick. He is grabbing a Bible, and he's actually bringing along 2 rosaries,
Okay.
just in case. And he's gonna go camp outside the door and just wait until Elena is ready.
How would Elena kind of sign to the outside world that she's ready to get unlocked from the basement?
When Harley comes down to the basement, he probably just hears singing, and that would probably be a clear indicator that she's not enraged anymore. She's just oddly singing. She's just singing. It's kind of
Okay.
very calm.
All right. Hearing the singing when he gets up to the door, he's not going to bother knocking. He's just going to open the door quietly and try not to disturb her, and just kind of take in the room and standing there waiting
So
waiting to see exactly what's going on here.
So what does Harley actually see when the door is open and Harley walks in?
She's destroyed the basement. Like, there's probably holes in the walls. If there was anything at all down there, it has been thrown all over the fucking place. It's just destroyed. The fact that it's not caved in is probably a really good indicator that, you know, the original construction was pretty sound.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna need to be fixed. She has destroyed it. And at this point, when he walks in, she's just kind of sitting off in a corner, and she's just singing, and her head is kind of down, and it's almost like she's playing with her fingers, but it's more like, but if he looks close enough, it's shadows. She's just playing with shadows.
I'm gonna stand there for a moment, and I'm gonna walk over, and I'm not gonna say anything and just sit down right next to her. They're not quite touching, but he's just gonna sit there, Bible in his hand, and the rosaries are kind of tucked into his jeans pocket for the time being.
And when he does that and he's sitting there, she doesn't say anything at first, and then she just kind of she stops singing, and then she's still playing with her shadows in her hand, and she's just, forgive me, for I have sinned. I am a monster, and I nearly destroyed everything that I even grew to care about for a moment. And I don't think that religion is going to save me anymore. And then she'll stop and just kind of look at him. I almost killed you.
Yeah. Not the first time.
The last time doesn't really count so much, considering where I was at during that time.
Yeah.
But this was different. It has been a very long time since I've lost control like that. You're stupid for trying to stop me.
I had to.
I know. Does not make it any less foolish for you to try to do something like that. Did you know that what you're getting into? Did you know that I couldn't stop myself?
I know. I know you could have killed me.
Why
That
did you
was-
do it?
It's because out of all of the kindred that I have ever associated with, and I've ever even been around, you're the only one that's ever been this close to me in my life, and I know that if I had just stood there and not done anything, you would probably have had an even bigger issue with me than just thinking I was stupid to try to stop you, because I can't let you do that. I can't. You wouldn't let me do that either.
No, I would not have let you do something like that, and I can understand why you couldn't let me do anything like that either. But
Look, we have, in theory, an eternity together, if we want it, and we have to look out. We have to look out for we have to look out for each other, not just physically but spiritually. You know, the beast is more fucking dangerous than you in the middle of a fucking frenzy. And that is why I had to stop you. Because of what it could have done to you as a person. I can't lose that. That's why I did it.
I needed to understand something, and you say spiritually, and something that I have come to learn and accept since I've been down here is that there is no spiritually for us. Not for me, not for you, for Cassandra, for Charlie, for Charlotte, or even the ones who think that they are on the right sides of everything. It is a facade, an illusion to try to keep us on a certain path, and once you have lost what we have, that path is impossible to achieve. There is no God to a monster. It is only the monster. And whether the monster allows the beast to take everything or pieces here and there. And so you get the urges to consume like you do and like I do. Pieces, little pieces. And if anything like that were to ever happen again, you'd have to end it then. Because you got lucky this time. You won't next time. Do you understand? I don't need enlightenment, Harley. It's not going to matter. I just need you to say that you understand.
I understand it, but I don't have to accept it.
You will when it ever comes. If
No.
it were ever to come.
I can't. I just told you why I did what I did. That fight is worth fighting. If it wasn't worth it, I would have let you just have your way with them and be done with it. Look at me. I've barely paid more than lip service to this whole routine up till now. And I'm here right now. If you say that you don't believe in God anymore, fine. But this is worth fighting for.
What exactly is it that is worth fighting for? Again, I don't.
Us, you.
Companionship,
Yes.
camaraderie,
Without
day,
with-
night.
without that, what else are we?
That is the question, isn't it? What are we?
Monsters, right?
We kill or we kill or we become the killed.
But it doesn't have to be that way.
Really, it doesn't. What would happen if we were to see Hazun tomorrow or tonight, and he's not willing to follow any rules, and he intends on making us take whatever fall he insists on us taking, or he decides that we are not of use to him, or that we are a liability? What would happen then?
Okay, good point.
It's not
But-
about being a good point, Harley. It's about the simple fact of what we are and what we're trying to pretend to be.
So you're saying that all of this isn't worth it?
I didn't say it wasn't worth anything. I simply said that
Well, then why stop? Why stop fighting? You're saying it's worthless now?
I didn't say that I was going to stop fighting, so to speak. I'm just saying that you need to understand what we actually are.
I do, and that's
The
why.
most primal of it all. And the moment we lose this, then we become that. We become what the monster that speaks to us wants. And when that happens, it becomes kill or be killed again. And I'm telling you simply that should that be the case, don't be foolish. The next time you might not have a cattle prod or Cassandra or Charlotte there to help. The next time one of them might be the ones that are in my grasps. Or it could be you again, or Charlie, or anybody else really. And what I'm saying is when that happens, when the beast becomes the dominating part of a... When the beast becomes the dominating part, don't be stupid, Harley. You got lucky this time. Odds are you want to get lucky again.
still worth it. I want you to know that. You're still worth it.
I appreciate that. But I would much rather not be brought out of that to see the worst of what I could have done.
I just need my friend.
No, I'll always be your friend until I'm not.
I'll still be yours. Even if it comes down to that. Alright?
Alright. So, where do we go from here? What now?
Do you need any more time?
No.
Do you want to go get cleaned up?
Yes.
I get up and offer her my hand, help her up off the floor.
No, I will take his hand and get up.
Are you heading back to your particular floor?
Yeah. And if she'd let me, I'd put my arm around her shoulder and just kind of let her lean in if she's willing for the support. And I'll take her to her section of the floor and leave her be, and I'll retire to my section.
It's a good thing you mentioned her particular section of the floor, because I have something that has been sent to me that has been done to Elena's section of the floor. So in Elena's new room, it's been painted in a matte, deep, deep blue that could be mistaken for black. The ceiling hidden behind dark chiffon draping speckled with small studs to mimic stars. Both the floor and the crown molding is painted and or tiled with traditional Spanish pattern in dark blue and silver. The bed has been refurbished into an ebony wood 4-poster piece hung with heavy dark damask. One corner is taken up by a desk bureau of the same wood and edged in vermeil, a silver gilt paint. The mirror removed and replaced by a silver silk embroidery of the Lasombra clan symbol. Either side is a matching bookshelf with sliding covers that can hide the contents. Her books are visible, but her comics have been hidden behind the sheaths. All have been organized by size for aesthetic purposes, not alphabetically, because that might be ugly. I wasn't supposed to read that part, apparently. The other side is whatever side table Elena keeps her Bible in. It hasn't been touched or painted or affected in any way, but it is covered by another bolt of the above starred fabric, as if it's been tucked in. Nearby is a wind-up gramophone with every fancy Gregorian chant or Catholic organ music that could be found in a quick amount of time from eBay. The whole vibe is kind of a dark, starry night. And that is what you walk in on when you walk in on your new
Who approved of this construction?
new room.
I see Cassandra's been busy.
I see that.
This was quick, even for her.
I don't know. Did you see how quickly she turned the nose around?
Yeah, that you get her fixated on the right thing, and that level of dedication could fucking move mountains. It really could.
Where is she now?
I honestly don't know. I had to take care of some business before I came down and checked in on you. I haven't seen anybody. I haven't talked to anybody other than Charlie. He sent me a text, but that was that.
What did Charlie say?
I just wants to chat.
Anything specific at all?
He just said he needs to talk. It's kind of a mutual thing. Now, listen. I need you to make me a promise, please. If shit gets too heavy over the next day or two, you need to pull the ripcord and bail. Fucking do it. All right.
I will be okay.
All right. Okay. You know where to find me. I'll let you get cleaned up. And he will turn to go walk away.
Elena will go in the room and she will essentially she's just going to look around and then she'll have a seat and just continue to just stare and take in everything for a bit.
So, what do we have up next? Who's going to see who?
We have a list.
Don't everyone
There's a list.
volunteer at once or anything.
Refer to the list.
Bring forth the list.
The only structure so far.
Man, this list is pretty far back in our chat. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I
I'm
got
not,
it.
not saying anything. I'm just saying.
It appears to be me and Elena via the list.
Dun dun dun.
Where is Cass? Is because if I'm going to get changed first before I see Cass, then that'll have to take a second. If not, if Cass is gonna walk up and see her, that could be real interesting considering I have this fantastic aesthetic.
If you want to change, I can do one thing earlier. Just to give you a moment of time.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you could do some stuff.
Because otherwise Cass is gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Or we can
The
take a
final
quick break
death.
here and then come back.
I can do a quick thing. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Alright, I'll
Charlie's
be
just been
right
sitting in his
back.
house at this point. So yeah, go for it. Go for it, Elena. Charlie's been sitting in his house at this point, and rolling over everything that's been going on over the past 24 hours. He's going to get up and go back to the pirate club to find Maximilian.
All right.
Like, yeah, no Florence, no, not texting anybody, just walking there.
Once you get there, it's easy enough to find Maximilian. He's in his usual like perch, I guess, looking out over the crowd.
Just go. I'll just walk, and like, we're in public still, right?
Yeah.
I'll just post up next to him and just go. I feel like we got off on the wrong foot last night when we were trying to have a conversation.
Wasn't just last night. Seems ever since I ran into you that my operation's been mildly under siege.
Business is a matter of probability and statistics. Unfortunately, it goes a little here, goes a little there. I'm not a particularly business savvy person. I'm good with numbers, but I'm not good at the execution of the business. That's other people's stuff. I leave that to people who are smarter about the actual follow through on the business. I just do the planning and the processing and the worrying, and the overthinking.
You
And
do
the
seem like a bit of a worrier.
I am. I worry about a lot of things. I worry about what's going to happen next. I worry about the people that are close to me. I worry about loose threads, loose ends. I worry about unbalanced equations.
So what brings you here this particular evening?
Unbalanced equations, mostly.
Oh,
It's I left very unsatisfied with the answers that you gave us. And I know that there's more than what you've said. You know
there's
that there's more than
always
what you've said.
more. There's always more.
And I'll just turn to lean on the post just to look straight at him. This is one of those things that playing it close to the chest ends poorly for everybody. Because playing it close to the chest means that it means that the people that are trying to get to it are going to claw deeper and closer to get to it.
See, now, you have a problem with me being vague. Now you're the one being vague.
Give and take.
Kindred society. Press station.
Are the answers that you gave us yesterday your final answers on the matter?
The only answers I can give you.
Then I guess we'll just have to forget about it, won't we? And I'm using cloud memory on him.
Alrighty. Making me roll dice, man.
Yeah, well, you said you weren't doing anything, so.
I was just gonna be relaxing tonight, hanging out, watching all the feels come out.
You are slowly. And it's his wits and resolve against my charisma and dominate.
Indeed, it is.
Mm-hmm. That is 6 successes on my part.
6 successes over here too.
Oh, then I'm going to burn a willpower. And that's going to put me to 8 successes critical.
What are you wanting him to forget? Just this particular conversation?
I want him to forget this particular conversation, but there's a submerge directive in it.
Okay.
And the submerge directive is that if he talks to anybody about the conversations that he has had with us, he is going to suffer a crippling paranoia compulsion.
All right.
Like the likes of which he's never experienced before.
Ah, Charlie, welcome.
Was just leaving, and I'll pat him on the shoulder and head back.
To each their own. Such a strange little man.
And I'm going to head back to my apartment, and I'm going to continue to sit.
All right. At that point, I think we're getting close to kind of a break time, give or take. So we're going to take a bit of a break, and then we're going to come back in about 5 or so minutes. And then we're going to have more feels.
Ooh.
And we're back. Hey, everybody, welcome back. I have a list now. This is great. I'm going to go down said list. And next up, it would be Elena and Charlotte.
Wait, I was supposed to talk to Charlotte? Who made this list?
Cassandra.
Oh, wait.
It's Cassandra.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, what? Who made this
Elena
list?
and Cassandra. Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
I knew I had a list here somewhere.
Halfway through
I
season
knew
it was a
2,
C
you're still
word.
getting the names mixed up. That's yeah.
Yeah.
It being a
why-
C word does not help.
It's a
That's
C
why.
word.
That's why I named the rat Charles, just to make it even worse.
Every pet for the rest of this game has to be a C name. I
Yes.
hope everyone's
Yeah.
aware of that.
Dear God.
No, it has to be somebody else's name, just wrong.
I
Cassie,
mean,
the
Cassandra
bunny
with
rabbit.
3 M's and a silent Q. So it is Cass and Elena up next.
So where is Cassandra right now?
Cassandra is on her own private floor. Alex is just going to take this piece of plastic from her dog.
We discussed this over break. Because Cassandra is Charlotte's favorite, she has her an entire floor.
Yes, just to herself. Which she is
Ah.
currently in the process of semi-remodeling. So there's like...
And it's literally just above Harley and Elena's floor.
Man.
So they know.
So you'd hear the noise.
Yeah, so there's like piles of fabric, open cans of paint. It looks like a bit of a disaster zone at the moment.
Crack house.
Then in that case, would I even know this that you have your own floor?
It has been discussed
Okay.
because I think Charlotte and Cassandra mentioned it in the other episode, but Cassandra had to promise not to turn it into a
Crack house. That's right.
Crack house.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Plus
Okay.
the floor button on the elevator now has 2 red heart stickers on either side of it.
They're not stickers. They were completely replaced. The elevator was completely renovated for it.
Oh my God, that's great. Okay.
Oh, she wanted stickers on the elevator? Get a new elevator.
Oh my God, we're the
yes,
best
right away, man.
co-literary.
Sure.
Okay. Then in that case, Elena would take the elevator up. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll take the elevator up to the Cassandra floor. What do I see when I walk up there? Eee.
So Cassandra...
Pieces
Oh,
of
go ahead.
Trevor.
Go ahead.
Pieces of Trevor. So Cassandra is wearing one of those like Juicy Couture sweatsuits, but it's all red, which they definitely made. But to Elena's great surprise, there is not like a ton of interns and stuff in here helping. This appears to be Cassandra doing it herself by hand.
And Charlotte's allowing that?
Charlotte's not here.
So then the elevator opens and Elena's going to walk out and she's just kind of looking around. As she's walking towards, I guess, the center-ish area. Looking for Cassandra, but at the same time looking around. Like what unicorn threw up in here.
Cassandra appears to be hard at work, holding up swatches of what appear to be 2 identical reds to the different walls.
I'm not sure if I should make a roll for that just to see which one's better.
Oh, dear God.
One die,
Um,
success or fail.
Well, funny you should mention that because Elena's just gonna look and she's just gonna say, they are both red.
Well, I see you're out of the basement.
In the manner of speaking.
They're not both red. One of them's that red the sky gets when the sun's going down. And the other one's the kind of red you see on young girls' lipstick. Different reds completely.
What is the deciding factor for you to choose which one you want?
Whether I want to feel wistful or hopeful.
Can't you do both?
No, that's usually what they have the spotlight wall for.
Or perhaps you can do a lighter shade of red and then do a bit of, I don't know, the little spongy things that I've seen on other walls where it's a little bit of a different shade. But it's the same, it's just different a little bit and they're peppered throughout all of the wall.
Like a stippling effect, I like that.
Sure. Then you can be both.
I can be both.
I saw what you did downstairs.
Do you like it?
I do.
Good. You talked a lot for the last few weeks about, being locked up in Harley's underground, having to live in this tiny little room. And I wanted you to feel like you were just under this big expanse. Like you were free to go anywhere you want, even though you were here with us.
That was very kind of you to do, and thank you.
It was my pleasure.
I considered many times while I was in the basement on whether or not I should even bring it up again, but did I? You weren't hurt or anything like that, were you?
No, I'm smart enough to know when to stay back.
Thank you for saving Harley.
I think Harley had some kind of plan or another. I'm sure of it.
I don't know if you are aware of this, but Harley has many plans and they usually do not go very well. At least not in his favor.
Yeah, I remember that time he was two pieces.
Another plan.
He's full of them.
Nonetheless, had you not been there, I would have killed him. Completely.
Yeah, maybe.
You were brave for trying that, and as I have told him already, should anything of that sort ever happen again, it would probably be more so in your best interest to find a more permanent solution.
Counteroffer? No.
You and Harley are more alike than you think.
I think you might just be the odd man out here. I don't think you get it. You married into this fucked up little family here. Once you're family, you don't let family go, regardless of who or what they eat or who or what they try to kill. I mean,
And if you happen to be in the place where Harley was, then what? Am I
well,
still going to be considered family then?
you think you'll be the first sister to bite me? I grew up in a big family, all right? Plus, if I was where Harley was, I'm sure he'd have just cattle prodded you in the ass too.
That's a fair point if he had considered the cattle prod, but I'm pretty sure he would have just speared me again, and then you would have ended up with the cattle prod anyway.
So it all would have worked out.
Perhaps.
I think what you're hoping here is that you're going to tell us we should come up with a permanent solution, and you're hoping one of us is going to agree to it so that you'll feel vindicated. And I don't think any of us are going to agree to it, which is going to make you feel guilty, which is something that, as my father once told me, grow up and get over it.
I don't want any of you to end up on the receiving end of my frenzy again. You each get lucky. He's gotten lucky. But luck runs out. And should something like that ever happen again and it's not work out the way that you're hoping it will, let's just say that there's no redemption for something like that. There's no redemption for the monsters that hide in the dark.
Maybe, maybe not. But all I saw was a course of events that could have gone a lot of different ways of bad. They went this way of bad. If you hadn't been there to take care of that werewolf, maybe it would have jumped me and Charlotte, and we both would have died right there in that gross building, in an elevator.
I admire your perception, your perspective on things. It's different.
I like to look on the bright side where I can. We don't get a lot of those, so sometimes you got to find them on your own.
So, in that case, hope.
Hope. But there's nothing wrong with a little bit of wistful. You can always wish things went differently.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you need any help?
I really do love you, Elena, but I'd rather die than let you decorate.
Fair enough. Then I will leave you to it and thank you
And
again.
find a bright side.
Try to, perhaps. And then Elena will turn and head back towards the elevator.
I just have to readjust my lighting because of all that shade.
Be happy. I came this close to just being like, you should try orange.
Put her back in the basement.
Hey,
He's clearly still frenzied.
Cassandra takes aggravated willpower damage just at the thought.
Cassandra frenzies on Elena right there.
Next up on the list would be Elena and possibly Charlotte. Unless we want to skip to
Her office is open.
Charlie/Harley.
Oh, the last time Elena went to Charlotte's office, Charlotte got salty.
Well,
'Cause
that won't be any
you
different.
Were rude.
When doesn't Charlotte get salty?
Yeah, must be Tuesday.
In fact, please come to my office or I'll buzz you.
Hold on, what game am I running here? Vampire? Okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
Forget
We can
humanity. We
do.
need a salt counter.
I was about to say, we can do that. That's cool. I'm apparently I'm making my rounds anyway.
Make your
Elena's
rounds.
making the rounds. Yeah,
I'm making the
It's-
rounds.
It's the
The redemption rounds.
redemption island.
Oh, this is gonna go swimmingly. Yeah. I will go to Charlotte's floor.
Did Charlotte have the button on that floor replaced with like boss or something as well? Or
Yeah, realizing that replacing buttons on the elevator was a neat idea. She would have made it like gold with like a crown.
She's just gonna shake her head and press the damn button. Go down.
This elevator button list is gonna look like a 12-year-old sticker book after a while.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Yeah, so standard, you've been here probably 100 times by now. Sandra is there to greet you, like, oh, Miss Cortez, wasn't expecting to see you this evening.
Okay.
I'll let her know that you're here. And she hits the button to buzz into Charlotte's office. Miss Cortez is here to see you.
What does she want?
I'm not going to ask. Yeah, you can go ahead in.
I will go right in.
Sandra's one smart cookie. All right.
She's getting smart.
She's
But yeah.
learning. She's becoming self-aware.
Bad AI, bad. Yeah, so I will go into Charlotte's office.
Come
And,
in, Elena.
Oh, look, you haven't really changed anything.
Nope, I like to keep it pretty simple in here.
So,
You want an apology for calling you a dog?
no, actually, I do
good.
not.
Okay, no, okay, fine. No, sorry, hold on. Can you walk right out and then come back in? Because I just need to prepare because I was not ready for. I
No.
expected the other thing.
I'm
That's
not
fine.
doing that either.
I understand. You don't need to play along. Elena, thank you for coming. How are you today? You look better.
Could we just cut this shit, please? We do better when we're not trying to pretend.
Yeah, you're so bad at it.
Yeah. So,
I assume you said your Hail Marys and you're feeling better.
not quite. But something like that. I actually wanted to come by and to tell you thank you.
Thank me.
Don't make this any more difficult than it already is.
You came into my office to thank me on such an auspicious day as this. Can I ask why?
Because you got me from killing Harley, and technically from killing Cassandra as well, because should you not have been there, it probably would have gone really bad for her too.
I did do that. I'm great.
You're useful when you need to be, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, but I try not to be.
Why?
Keeps my hands clean.
You are aware that by proxy, when you have other people do the things that you say keeps your hands clean, it's technically the same thing, right? You're still getting your hands dirty, but more so by just
Plausible
In the
deniability. As long as I'm not literally dominating you and pulling your strings, which I did.
you did that.
I'm clean.
You did that.
I'm an
and
excellent liar.
And technically, when you're pulling other people's strings to do, you know what? It doesn't even matter. We're
Strings
just
can
going
be
to say-
long.
Thank you, Charlotte, for keeping me from killing Harley and Cassandra.
You're welcome. And I'm sorry that I was angry that you were rude the other day.
Okay.
I understand that you're from another country and there are cultural differences.
You know, I'm just going to give this one to you because you did actually help out the other night. So I'm just going to give it to you. And okay, whatever makes you feel better about it.
Oh, I felt fine.
Obviously, you did not, or you wouldn't be bringing it up right now. But it's okay though. We're past it now.
No, I was bringing it up because I didn't want there to feel like there was an imbalance of power with you apologizing for something awful you did and me just accepting it. It felt weird. You don't like me very much, do you? We're being honest with each other. Don't lie to me.
Actually,
I'll know.
Charlotte.
I'll know.
Actually, Charlotte, I did like you.
Don't lie.
You're actually quite.
Give me your hand. I'm a human lie detector.
No, you're not.
You caught me in a lie.
Precisely. I actually did like you. I think that you are resourceful and even though you don't like to particularly make it apparent, you're helpful and you care whether you want to admit it or not.
I do care.
Okay, so maybe you do. You're okay with admitting it. Either way. You're not like any other venture that I've ever met before, so I do appreciate you.
Oh, that means a lot coming from you. I expected for you to hate me and that you only worked here because Harley works here. So this was a pleasant surprise.
At first, that was how it was going. It was because of
Mhm.
Harley that I came.
But
and did
I
it
won
to
you
begin
over with my undeniable charms.
Okay.
Well, for what it's worth, I like you too, Elena.
Why?
I think you're much stronger than you think you are. Not in like the physical sense, in that, you know, you walk around with your heavy boots and you do your punchy and your shadow thing. I think you're mentally stronger than you think you are. Not knowing anything about what happened to you at any point beyond a certain point, I just get a feeling.
I appreciate that. Is there something that you're wanting to know specifically?
Not unless it's going to cause me trouble.
That's to be determined.
Ominous, I like that.
I tell you what, should anything...
Is this the
That you
part where
don't-
you're like in your edgy mood and you're like, if I ever do that again, please kill me. Just
Not
shoot
with you.
me in the head, stake me in the heart.
No, not with you. I'm not going to do that.
Okay, good, because I would if you needed me to.
That's good to know. So if I try to kill Cassandra or Harley again, or, you know, Charlie or something, then maybe you should keep that in the back of your head. You know, right there.
As long as I have your permission.
Yes, you have my permission to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure if you've asked everybody this, they were also as forthcoming as me.
Sure. And I tell you what is if there's ever any time that something that you don't know about me should ever come into question or potentially cause an issue, I'll tell you.
Oh, that means a lot.
For now, I'm just going to tell you that I think that Cassandra might need a little bit of your touch for her new floor.
Has she turned it into a crack house?
No, but she's going for hopeful and whimsy,
Wistful.
wistful.
Yeah, I told her to go
That's
with
the
wistful
word.
because there's not a lot of hope in the
Oh,
world.
well, see, she's kind of going for hopeful too.
Oh.
I'm just saying you might want to go and help sort that out. I think you'll like
guess
it.
I did clear up my afternoon. It's always afternoon.
No, it's not. More like night. It's always nighttime for us. Always.
Night being afternoon. I'm right.
Good talk, Charlotte. And I'm gonna turn and walk out.
Good luck talking to your boyfriend.
And not even acknowledge that. Just keep walking.
Oh, well, next up
Those are
on the agenda
killing me.
on the redemption tour is Elena and Charlie. I'm assuming Charlie at some point would be making his way to Charlotte Industries.
Nope.
He's gonna
Fair
make me
enough.
come to him.
Charlie has been sitting in his
What?
apartment this entire time. Just to do that one thing and then coming back.
Are you sure
Charlie's
it's not
making a
Charlie and
point.
Harley? It's not Charlie and Harley?
He'd have to come to me too, either way.
Damn it,
Uh,
okay.
Yeah. Or
You're
you
gonna
could
have
hold
to
hands and
rock,
skip on
paper,
your way there
scissors
together.
in character.
No. You guys are killing me. You're making me stretch character muscles that I didn't expect to stretch.
You're making me feel.
It's a hard thing to do for a Lasombra. What the hell? Okay, yeah.
I'm good if we wanted to do that now. See, technically, we had that in-group text thing going, and I thought we established that I thought Harley basically said, like, hey, my door's open. Like, to Charlie.
Yeah, he did, but he hasn't left his apartment yet.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Harley's not gonna fucking approach him either then.
Yeah. Like,
Everyone here
Strike it
is
from the
so
list.
goddamn mature.
I'll make my way over there eventually, just
At
not
this
yet.
point, Elena is the most mature person. I'm going. The one that tried to eat you all is the most mature person.
To be fair, in
To
the
be
World
fair,
of Darkness, in
Cassandra is
Vampire the
too.
Masquerade, eating people in maturity are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, well,
Okay. So
Mhm.
at this point, so I'm going to. You know what? Nope. I'm just going to do that. I considered sending a text, but nope. I'm just going to go there. I know where he lives now.
You do?
I do. And I don't have to ask all of his neighbors.
You can just straight shot right there. It's,
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna just head over to Charlie's then. For more uncomfortable, like, honesty and, redemption stuff, drink.
Nah.
It's a new drinking game. How many times can a Lasombra apologize in one night?
Let's find out.
You knew what you were in for when you ate that werewolf.
Yep.
You knew.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
guess
Charlie's just
that's
in his
fair.
apartment.
Yeah, so Elena will go and
Charlie gets a knock at the door.
yeah.
Slowly get up, like look through the view.
I'm not
viewfinder.
standing in front of the viewfinder.
Like I can't see anybody.
Nope.
Gonna go sit back down.
Is your door locked?
Probably.
Shit. What abilities do I have over here?
Just knock it off its hinges. That'll be a good start.
Okay, I'm gonna knock again. I'm literally gonna do the Sheldon knock.
Just like before I could sit back down, just back up, look through the viewfinder.
Now you will see her. Had to make sure that you weren't like just answering your door to any random person at this point.
Actually, technically, the viewfinder is kind of weird, distorts the image a little bit, so you would see a
Oh.
giant blur on the
A
other
little
side.
bit, but it's not technology. It's glass.
Neither are mirrors.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying it's glass. It's not mirror. So just open the door like this much. Hi.
Can we talk?
Yeah. Just open the door the rest of the way.
And I will go inside.
Just close it. How apartment looks the exact same last time. Florence just curled up in like a little dog bed in the corner.
You and Charlotte both do not change anything at all.
I like consistency.
I noticed. I don't remember you being there.
It's because I wasn't.
Where did you go?
I went to the other end of the hall and there were just boxes and there was no prints. And I tried to find the prints and I couldn't find the prints. And so I came back.
Why did you do that?
Because I was mad at you.
Why were you mad?
Because we were supposed to find the prince, and then things went the way they did, and then Harley brought you out in the front to explore instead of keeping with the group, and mad at Harley too because of that. And then you attacked the first person that we saw that maybe could have told us where the prince was, and then everything happened, and then you yelled at me, and so I walked away.
Are you still mad at me?
No.
You should be.
I can't be.
Why not?
You weren't in control of yourself. That's not something that we deal with well. That's why I didn't want you to do it when we first ran into them, when Harley went all long division. But we didn't know this time, and then it happened, and you didn't know, and you weren't prepared for that, and you couldn't control that. And I can't stay mad at you for something that you weren't trying to do. Because I know that that's not what you wanted to do. We all do things that we don't want to do, and we can't stay mad about that. Otherwise, I'd be mad forever.
I'm sorry, Charlie.
I am too.
I didn't intend on... I was very mean to you. And I shouldn't have been.
I didn't run away. You were meaner and scarier than when I first met you, and I didn't run away. And I didn't feel like I wanted to run away. I felt like I wanted to make sure that you were okay. I ran to you instead.
Are you afraid of me now? At all?
No. And Charlie's gonna walk over towards the bookcases that are over near the window. And he's gonna pull out a small black box that's probably about this big. And just walk back over to Elena with it. And it's the black box that was sitting outside of Harley's haven.
Why do you have this?
Because I wanted to give it to you the right way this time.
What do you mean this time?
I left this outside of Harley's haven. I was nervous about putting my name on it, and then I just left it, and then you all were acting really weird about it, and so I was acting weird about it, and then everybody wanted to give it away to the Tremere, and I didn't want to do that, and so I kind of pushes it like into her hands. I
Yeah,
wanted to
she'll take it.
I wanted to give it to you the right way this time, so that you knew who it was from. I remembered you telling me about the festivals that you would listen to with the music performers, and I didn't really know what they played, but that song's been around for a while, so I figured they probably played that one. And that's from Sevilla. Since it's not, I don't know if that's where you were from or not, but they make them there.
You know, this is pretty perfect, actually. And aside from Harley, you are the only one that is ever going to know this part. But yes, that is exactly where I'm from.
Well, then it worked out.
And she is going to wrap her arms around him.
They'll tense up a bit, but just slowly return it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And she's probably just going to stand there and hug him for a minute, like, for a good bit.
And after like another minute or so, just mumbled, Charlie just eventually said, I like you too.
When he says that, she will kind of pull back and look at him and smile, and then she'll kiss him.
Yeah, we'll have no idea what to do when that happens, but he's going to go with it.
I'm thinking we should probably fade on that one.
Yeah.
Are you both going to be making your way back to Charlotte Industries?
I think probably at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be the most like tense yet excited Uber ride ever.
Oh, couldn't I have stole one of one of Charlotte's limos?
So you exit Charlie's apartment and you go out onto the street, and there's a limo that's kind of like on the curb, parked a little bit.
Did you drive that?
I don't drive so much. That's really not something that I can do very well.
Nice.
Just walk over to the limo. Is there anybody in the driver's seat?
There's not.
I didn't eat the person.
I don't. I kind of.
You
I kind of
tried your
walk.
best.
I kind of walk most places. Should we?
Do you
Just
know
gonna
how
walk.
to drive?
No.
I think it's probably best that we don't attempt that then.
Oh, I'm gonna leave the fucking limo parked on the sidewalk and just walk with Elena to Charlotte Industries.
Uh.
Everybody Datsun drive.
Oh my god.
I would kill the car if I tried to drive. Are you kidding me?
Basically, there's like in the way I run the World of Darkness games, like you don't need dots and drive. Drive is just for if you want to do something fancy with the car. But yeah, Charlie or Elena would probably know like a little bit about it.
I've been driven since the 60s.
That's
If
fair.
it's a newer model car, it's probably
is-
the computer chip and it will die.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just
this-
gonna walk.
this
That's
is
the
an
reason I
automatic.
always end up driving.
Yeah. It's fine. We'll walk there. It's nice out.
And somewhere in the basement of Charlotte Industries, there's an intern that's doing a count on the number of cars, and they're like, wait a minute.
All the interns are just playing Not It to see who has to tell Charlotte there's a missing limo.
No, it's good.
So you eventually make your way back to Charlotte Industries and hit the boss button.
Maybe did the buttons.
Yeah.
You are now entering the floor of the Queen.
She did more than the buttons.
No.
So good.
Quick, someone tell Sasha Banks that we have like a reference to her in our Vampire the Masquerade thing.
God. That's great.
We did more than the buttons.
Are you surprised?
No.
And Sandra's there, and you don't actually see her move her face to acknowledge that you're coming on, but it's almost like she knows, and you just hear like the buzz in Charlotte's office, like she just hits the button.
What?
She can see you now.
Go in.
She's a ghoul. She's not allowed to be a sassy secretary.
Yeah, I guess we'll just walk in.
Yeah, just going in.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Would you like to go into the boardroom?
Is everybody
cramped
else in the boardroom?
Yeah, Harley would have. If he knew that there was a meeting actually planned, he would have made a point to. Yeah.
Was there a meeting planned?
I mean,
Was there a group text?
Was there
or
a group
anything?
text? Then
Is Sandra our therapist? Did she plan this meeting?
She did. She totally did.
Set up.
Sandra
She
hits
understands
a
it all.
Sandra hits a button that unveils, and it's just like your therapy session, like is written on it. It's just like it's like
Smart
a surprise
lady.
party, but it's a surprise therapy session.
Yeah, boardroom's fine.
Good. Come right in.
Okay.
Nobody's mad at me, right?
No, why would I be mad at you?
Making sure.
Okay.
Of course, I'm mad at you, Charlotte. I'm furious.
Oh.
Right.
Well, now I don't believe that at all.
So I guess it's just like Harley and Cassandra in there showing each other like emojis and stuff that Elena will never get to see.
Mhm.
I use this one for her in my phone.
Oh, see, I've actually got a deck of cards here for Charlie and Elena. I actually just have like a question mark, just because like, you know, the whole tech thing, like, ooh, the phone's fucked up.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's not very nice.
Well, okay.
Gotcha.
Hi.
Welcome to the boardroom.
I think we've been here before.
I think so.
I feel like we're all just meeting for the first time.
That's kind of,
Okay, so let me
yeah.
just go ahead and do the thing here. I have already talked to each of you individually. And so now we get to talk about all of this together. Yes, I fucked up a bit.
Hmm?
And I'm sorry for that.
I'm sorry I walked away from everybody because I was angry.
Completely valid.
Each of you have a right to be angry.
Is anybody angry? I'm not angry. I know Cassandra's not angry. Charlie, Harley. I wonder if Charles is angry.
Not angry.
Miss Charles?
No, my son.
Oh,
It's what?
The rat thing guy. He named it he's named Charles.
He wasn't always, but like after Alexandra's done with him, he'll be a different person.
You left him with Alexandru?
Yeah, it's like his babysitter.
You're not going to have that anymore. You know this, right?
What?
You're not going to have, what did you call it, your son, your
Did you
child?
Did you tell Alexandra that you were leaving a rat person up there?
Yeah, I told him. I gave him to him. I said, do whatever you want.
Yeah, you're not going to
Like
have that
activities.
anymore.
Hmm.
You didn't specify that, so I'm guaranteeing you that Trevor probably has become one with.
A little
Your
rat
rat
isn't
thing.
enough to satiate such a big, handsome boy like Trevor.
You underestimate Trevor.
I'm not checking on it.
Overestimate.
No.
I'm not going up there.
No.
Right now.
Harley,
No.
be a dear and check on that after this meeting. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. As you wish, boss. So, all right. We've gotten everything out of the way. We're done. Onward and upward. Baby steps.
New night, new me.
New night, new me. Unless there's
Until next time.
anything else. And Harley actually does make a point to look at Charlie, unless there was anything else that needed to get discussed before we proceed.
Or
Yeah, any
told
old
to
news?
the group, revealed perhaps.
New news? Office romances? Did anybody sleep with anybody?
Today?
Yeah, today.
No.
What?
Anyone, I don't know, share lipstick in the last few hours? Anything super weird or crazy like that?
I didn't share lipstick with you, so...
I don't wear. Why?
I don't think that you would.
I'm just
You-
noticing a yin-yang thing between you two, and I'm just wondering if you got the black and the white.
Oh,
Oh, I was more noticing that color of lipstick doesn't suit Charlie as well as his usual one.
Got him!
oh.
Okay.
So again, any news, anything to
I
reveal?
don't think they need to let us know every time they fuck.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. I'm in charge here.
Um,
I gave her the music box.
Oh, yay.
I had a theory.
Wait, you knew about it too?
No, I thought it was going to be lizard people.
No, Cassandra, you knew about it?
I mean, yeah, you two could not have been any more obvious. You both might as well have been wearing like a poster board the whole time. And I mean from like night one with the ninjas breaking in.
No,
Right,
he
ninjas,
didn't
right?
like me then. At
Oh, that's
all,
wrong.
like-
Smell it.
It's
I'm
cute
pretty
that
sure
you're
he was
still
still
this
a-
dumb.
Are you allowed to kiss before marriage? I'm not sure what the rules are.
You know, it's better for us to get all of this out now for the whole new night, new me thing.
New night, new me.
I
lipstick.
I believe that you're doing that thing that you do right now, Cassandra. The very Toreador harpy-esque thing that you do.
And that's why I love her.
Well, it's just that you guys have been like my OTP ever since Harley refused to go out with Abigail. Like a
Mhm.
You're
loser.
what?
My one true pairing. I've been shipping you since literally day one.
Not since
I've been
ship.
keeping up to date on the blog.
That what?
I post pretty regularly.
I haven't exposed her to Tumblr yet. She doesn't know what the term ship means. At least I don't think you do.
I'm so confused right now.
Okay.
She's
I
gonna turn to
think-
Charlie and be like, "Do you have any idea what they're talking about right now?"
I think they're really supportive.
Yes.
Yeah. We're just behind you kids the whole way.
Only so far as it's entertaining.
I mean,
Keep it
duh.
interesting.
Figured that was a given.
So, baby rat thing. Did we decide on that?
No.
What needs to be decided?
I'm pretty sure that he's probably part of Trevor now.
I don't think he's dead. I'll call Alexandru. I'll call Alexandru.
Yes, please do that. You should do that. We should do that.
I'll FaceTime Alexandru.
Zoom call him.
And I'm actually gonna look to Harley while Charlotte is doing the Zoom call and just sort of like gesture my head out like towards Charlotte's office.
And nod silently, and I think we're doing the phone bit in the office again, and I think this song is going to be Darude Sandstorm.
Yeah, I just gotta
Yeah.
like just very softly to Elena, up here, right back, and I'll just head out to the office and
Going once again into the deep well that is Jock Jams into
Oh
Rude
my God.
Sandstorm.
I kind of miss the Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch at this point.
While
By
they're
deep-
doing that, I'm going to be pressuring Elena for details.
Where did the numbers stop?
Let's
need to
go in order of operations. For Charlotte, the FaceTime does in fact click in, but you can't really see anything. It looks like something's like kind of smudged across the screen that's red. And what would Charlotte's experience with power tools be?
Hiring people to use them.
In that case, you would not know what this sound is, but it sounds electrical and it sounds spinny.
Hey Drew, how's it going?
Hold on one second. You hear like,
I call him Drew.
oh yeah, yes, sorry. Oh right. There's something on my. You see like the thumb go across the camera, kind of rub it off like a little bit, and there's like kind of blood. He's like a little string of what possibly could be blood covered flesh, and he's like, oh, sorry about that. Yes. What can I do for you?
A little arts and crafts, I assume, with the boy.
Trevor needs periodic maintenance.
Ah, I see. I just wanted to check because I think there might have been a miscommunication when I said that you could do whatever you wanted with my son, Charles.
Yes. You mean this friend, Charles? And he adjusts the phone, and over, like, you see kind of what can only be described as kind of a meat throne that's kind of like shaped in, like, the way the kind of wavy seats go, and it's like kind of a ratkin creature with its legs up, and it's like, so anyway, and then, there were these like two people, and they like went together, and I saw some of your things, right? And then the camera turns back to Alexandru, and Alexandru is like, please come and pick up your pet.
I'll send Harley right away.
Thank you. And then it goes dead.
I told you he was alive.
I have no idea, like, how on earth I'm gonna make the sound of Darude Sandstorm, so
Yeah,
we're just gonna skip over to that part.
Yeah, let's close the door.
And not get us muted on Twitch or YouTube. So
Exactly.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just close the doors.
Hi.
Hi.
So, what did you want to discuss with me?
Last night could have gone a lot worse.
It could have gone better.
It could have gone much better. It could have gone much, much better. You knew the volatile nature that Elena was in, and you brought her out front to scout on a mission where we were trying to find the prince. You were almost like giddy about it.
Yeah.
You were just ready to let the bomb go off.
The
It actually made the fuse shorter.
The bomb was better off out front instead of in the middle of the group.
No, the bomb has a name, and the bomb would have been better getting some centering and focus, not being steered. Bombs don't have to go off. Speaking of bombs, same trip, you were ready to... I know I did actually set a bomb off in the building, but you were ready to do it, wanting to do it, ready to just burn it down. Same way that you're always ready to burn it down. Always ready to cause some anarchy. We're not going to survive this.
I know that.
If you keep doing that. You're not going to survive this if you keep doing that. You already have nearly lost your life twice doing that. And we are not even close to safe.
Well, until someone else starts stepping up, I'm going to have to keep doing it.
There are other ways to approach a problem, apart from slamming your face into it. I'd expect you to be wearing a leather jacket instead of a hoodie half the time the way that you act. You're not going to be able to be there for us if you keep doing that. And who knows how long any of us will be around if you keep doing that.
No, you've
there's
got
a
a
play of
valid
subtlety.
point. Valid point.
There's a play of subtlety. There's a play of strategy. And I don't know if you have ever done that, or if you've pointed the bomb, whether it's somebody else or yourself, at the problem every time.
Well, Charlotte would be more than happy to tell you my work history in as much as she's willing to tell you my work history. This is my first time working in a large group like this for this long. Her and I have usually cut out well by this point. And if it were me calling the shots, I mean, this is beyond my level of comfort as far as how far this contract has taken me. But
We're out of contract territory, Harley.
I know that.
There is no more contract.
No.
There's only us right now, and our continued survival
And
of us so long as we are together.
And you are right, I am a liability.
I need you to stop it.
I honestly, as far as she's concerned, you and I can sit here and plan and plot and scheme until the sun burns out. But as far as her involvement is concerned, she is full stop, be all, end all. I don't give a fuck what anyone else has to say. You haven't been around her like that, Charlie. I have. At that point in time, I made what I thought to be the best tactical decision. And unfortunately, all of us were just royally fucked as soon as we walked through the door. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, hindsight. I still would have made the same call. I want you to know that.
I unfortunately do know that. I unfortunately know that I can't trust you to think about everybody's safety in these situations, because that's the way you're used to operating. But I wanted to make sure that I said this to you before you just up and forget it. I'm using cloud memory on Harley with submerged directive.
And subconsciously, I don't think he would try resisting that. I don't know how exactly.
Do you have to verse me?
How is this going to work? Storyteller.
You don't know what my
dear.
submerged directive is about to be.
We call this Swiss cheese.
Yes.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I am a blank slate upon which you may. Yes. However we're gonna do this.
So just to be clear, you're not rolling.
Subconsciously, Harley agrees with you.
Okay. Well,
God.
the
This
roll
is
I got
fun.
was 7 critical,
Jesus.
and the submerged directive.
That'll do it.
What?
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
even
just
if
for the
Harley was rolling, I think that
Oh, yeah.
kind of
and just for the sake of audience, the submerge directive is that if Harley tries to do anything destructive or self-destructive that will endanger us, in particular Elena, he's going to find himself in immense crippling pain.
Okay. And I will rely upon your interpretation of when a scenario like that would present itself.
Yeah. And the
we
cloud
are-
memory,
Yep.
the cloud memory is for the conversation that we just had.
I expect better from you.
Patrick
Damn.
picked Not Nice Charlie in the chat last
Mhm.
week.
He did.
Yep.
He did pick not nice.
Here we go.
I
Charlie.
did. I did.
So
this.
now we're just standing in the office.
He's got 2 leashes.
Mhm.
Jesus.
And
Elena
Darude-
started some shit. My bad.
Darude Sandstorm is that much of a repetitive
Uh-huh.
piece of music that
Yep.
you just didn't even notice that
Exactly.
that part went blank.
Yeah.
I did that for out of character reasons.
The
So
song
just
sucks.
just standing there. No,
So what's up?
you were gonna go get the rat thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. I'll tell him I'll be back. And
Okay.
I will go up to Alexandru, and I will go. I will go collect. Go collect Charles, the ratkin thing.
Hey, is it time to leave already? I was just they were just gonna get me a Mai Tai. No, I wasn't.
Alexandru.
Please collect your pet.
All right. Well, okay. So is this thing like? Describe the size of this thing. Like
This thing is, if it stood up straight, it would be about 4'6", but it is crouched over. Like it is basically like if you were to mash a human and a rat together.
He's the
Alright.
But it
size
has
of a
like,
child.
yeah, it's
Okay.
like a werewolf rat thing that, yeah, it's got like a patch over its right shoulder that doesn't have any hair that he keeps like kind of scratching a little bit. He's like, so yeah, you, man, what's on your face?
Harlequin ichthyosis. Let's go, Gollum.
Man, that's harsh. I like you.
and I kind of give Alexandru this kind of awkward look before I leave, and then
Yeah, he's staring, but
Mm-hmm. And I'll leave without further comment. Oh no, I'll turn my head. Bye, Trevor.
you hear like the standard kind of grumbling.
All right, and then I will deliver Chuck to the boardroom.
And after he went upstairs, Charlie just walked back into the boardroom and sat down right back down next to Elena. And
She'll look at him and just be like, "Is everything okay?"
he'll put his hand on hers and just go, "Everything's okay."
I assume you asked for his blessing.
Something like that.
Oh
I'm
wow,
kidding.
cool. They changed the things, the buttons on the thing. And he like hits every button on the way down.
Look, Gollum, we're gonna be in for a really long, bumpy ride. So let me just clue you in on a couple of pointers. All right, 1,
Go on.
shit blows up or dies around us. Usually in that order. 2, just stay out of our way. And 3,
I'm not turning my back on a bunch of vampires. I mean, come on, seriously. What do you think I am, stupid?
you were in a Pentex basement, right?
that was more a matter of circumstance than anything else.
Shit decision making, but we'll get back to that. And then 3 C.2. And then go into the boardroom.
C.2. Who taught you
Stay
how
the
to
fuck
teach
out of our
things?
way, dipshit. Let's go.
I mean, C.2, like you could say C, that's like, oh, 1 C W, and then you're like, oh, C, hashtag, all this other shit. I don't know. You need lessons and how to teach
You
people
were
shit.
going to
That's all
end
I'm
up
saying.
out a window. I guarantee it. One way or the other, you were going to end up die-harding off this fucking roof. Or something.
He survived that, right?
I know. Oh, you know what? You should see. Oh, hey, wait. I pull up my cell phone and I text Skip. And I
Get back eventually, like, yes.
I text Skip to have him meet a new friend down in the basement, and I'm gonna send fucking Charles downstairs. Oh no. I know I still need to bring him to the boardroom, but no, I'm gonna send Skip downstairs to start cleaning the basement, and then I'm gonna go to the boardroom. There. Yes. Better flow of events.
Poor Skip.
Just a little screw for Skip on our way past.
Yep.
Drive by,
Skip.
fuck you.
Yes. Skip probably only, at this point, Charlotte has probably only given him, like, the dustpan and, like, the really small broom. to,
toothbrush.
It's like, yeah,
clean
just a
everything.
toothbrush.
I feel
Right,
bad for Skip.
Are we all in the boardroom
True
now?
victim.
Yeah, everybody's in the boardroom. Like,
Okay.
the
Oh, my
raccoon-
baby, how was your trip to Uncle Drew's?
Oh, it was great. That guy's awesome. And,
Isn't he?
Did you know that thing secretes food?
I didn't think to taste.
Oh dear. Why did you adopt that thing?
Wow,
I don't
harsh.
know. I think I'm just getting to that age.
Um,
What did I say, Charles, about walking around naked? Please go put on your sailor suit.
Do I have to? I mean, I know you're paying me a lot of money and all, but
I will
Sure.
die hard you and make sure you die hard when you hit the floor. The opposite of what happens in the film.
I don't think you know what happens in that film. I
Hans
think you're just
Gruber falls.
bluffing.
God, Jesus fucking Christ! Watch a goddamn movie, and I sit down at the table.
I'm just Charlotte.
Charles
I don't
shuffles
think
off.
that you understand how the adoption thing works so much. Because typically, if you're going to take someone as your child, you don't actually pay them like they're an employee.
It's an allowance.
Yeah.
It's an allowance. And I can take it away if you're walking around naked. Nobody wants to see your little rat dong.
Oh, he's already shuffled out to
For his sailor suit.
wherever his sailor suit happens to be. He's gonna go and find that. He's getting paid a lot of money. I mean, this guy, he's not stupid. He's a ratkin.
Oh my god.
He's a good boy.
So now everyone is in the same spot, and we can commence with the group therapy once again.
So now that everything's out in the open, allow me to take the leadership role as the leader of this group and declare this little incident finished.
Let's.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Elena.
Yeah. Look to Elena. Is that okay?
Yes.
Unless we need to have like a fist fight or something, in which case let me film.
No fist fighting. If
No.
anyone's not okay with it, then we're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk about our feelings for an extended period of time. Is that what you want to do, Elena? Talk about your feelings for an extended period of time?
No. Not
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
Everything is fine.
Now what?
There's the thing that I talked with you two about when we were coming back from the pirate club.
You went to the pirate club?
Cassandra and Charlotte and I went to try to find out why Maximilian was at the building, but he didn't really give us answers.
Oh yeah, I hate that guy.
Wait.
He'll be
Okay,
fine.
so I think that there's a few things that I'm not exactly filled in on at the moment.
The rat guy, or maybe it was the werewolf. Somebody saw the pirate Maximilian.
Oh yeah, you almost killed him too. You should probably apologize.
I don't know if we'll see him anytime
Who
soon.
am I
the
supposed
werewolf.
to apologize to?
No, the rat.
The rat?
Later. It's not important.
I did not almost kill the rat.
He's over it.
He's a rat. I'm sure he's used to it.
Somebody saw Maximilian in the Pentex basement lab, and we went to go ask him why, and he said that he had investments in Pentex, and he was really grateful that we told him that it was such a bad investment, but he wouldn't actually tell us anything about why he was there, why he wanted to invest.
Why they took him down to that basement.
All right, then perhaps I need to go have a talk with him.
He seemed pretty certain that was his final answer on everything, but I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. I think right now, though, maybe like we can try, maybe, but I think the thing that we should probably do at this point is the thing that I was talking with Cassandra and Charlotte about on the drive back, which is that the week of Christmas thing needs to wait because we don't have everything that we need for this. Like, I thought that maybe if we had the prince, we could like kick things off quicker, but we don't, and we have two people that need to be Primogen still, and we need support from other Primogen. And we need to actually have a court to oppose Hazoon when we do this Christmas week thing. So I think we need to go back to the first plan, which was we're all on the council. We need to finish that bit.
All right. Perhaps if we were to do that and everybody try to get everyone onto the council like that, there's no reason why we can't do more than one objective at a time. So perhaps we try to get Cassandra and Charlotte completely onto the council, and then perhaps we try to also see if we can narrow down where the prince might be. And maybe I would have better luck with Maximilian and try to convince him to speak to me.
We could try that.
You're welcome to come.
Oh, okay. Cassandra, you were wanting to do a party for taking the Primogen position, if I remember.
Yeah, I think a party is the best way to declare it. I know Phoebe will back me for the claim, but what we haven't dealt with is the fact that there is technically a Toreador Primogen already, even if they haven't been here in months. So we always run the risk of them coming.
Well, I'm not the master of Camarilla politics, but I mean, couldn't just the majority of the council or even Hazoon just vacate that spot because they're absent and just say, hey, we recognize you instead?
It would be a clan thing. The Primogen represents the clan. It's not appointed by the prince. Really.
I bet we can get that done before the party.
I think honestly, I think if you have the party, it would be showing that you're actually there for the Toreador that are in the city compared to a Primogen that's not.
And they love parties.
And I think at that party is where you guys should go about making some real headway with the Bruja, since we didn't make the world's best impression on them last time. And that may have had a little bit to do with Charlotte and I, but you three are sort of rougher around the edges, and I think that would appeal to them. Especially if you were to make it like a behind my back mocking, oh, look at the dumb toreador kind of
Oh
approach.
yeah, look at the stupid popular girls, and
I
then you
can
can wear
talk
your white
to-
leather jacket.
I can talk to
Oh.
them about it and get them on board.
Oh no, that's all me.
Yeah, I
That's
feel like
all
we
me.
got some volunteers here, which is very flattering. Thank you. Then we have to deal with Davenport.
Yeah.
How do we get him abdicated?
We kill him.
Oh, I mean, there's that, but
That was a joke. I don't have a
Not
plan.
have to be.
Well, what we had talked about was not inviting him to the party and doing our best to have him not show up, and then making this big thing about the fact that he didn't even care enough to come to another Primogen thing. He hasn't been doing anything for the clan. Make it, his fault. Because it's always the man's fault.
Perhaps instead, because you're very good at what you do, Cassandra, you do invite him. But when you do invite him, do it in a way that it's not actually an invitation, so that should anything be said, you can't say that I did invite.
So less of an invitation, more of a summoning, something he's going to go, fuck that.
Right. You put forth the effort.
Your attendance is requested.
Required.
Required.
There we go.
Because you want to be able to show that you have tried to every avenue to get them to participate in things that are council
You won't like that, especially if you haven't penciled into his schedule.
And should he arrive, then that is where we can play our own little games and keep him from actually being seen in a way.
And whether he arrives or not, I think you, especially Charlotte, should be dripping some poison in the clan's ear about what bad investments he's made, can't keep a company in the black lately,
Look what
I was
happened
gonna
to the
say-
Pentex
building
building.
turnover.
Yep.
Yeah, the Pentex building and Charlotte. Yeah, like this is where your expertise will come into play. Actually,
Make
like
it more personal, like
It'd actually be really easy to do. I have a very good relationship with most of the Ventru in the city.
just networking.
Charlotte, you could very easily really discredit him by stating something that I have done better. It's my understanding that typically La Sombra and Ventry do not exactly get along. Sort of very much so at odds. So if you have it to where it seems like a La Sombra managed to outwit or outbuy or out anything really for the Primogen, then I'm pretty sure that the others would not back him.
And it would be very on brand for me to blame you for my problems,
Precisely.
since I hate you so much.
So what other clans in Primogen have we not reached out to or have on lockdown?
Are there gangrel in the council? I didn't see any, but they may not have shown
I
up.
don't recall.
I feel like apart from the Bruja, I don't know others that would be part of the Camarilla in the city. I mean, I don't think that Alexandru has other folks in the city. There's clans I haven't even seen since the 90s at this point.
Well, I mean, if they're not a big enough presence for it to be a big deal, then it's probably, not a big deal. We can always base it on who comes to the party. Once we know which kind of clans and which Primogen are there, we can split up and tackle them one-on-one.
We can. Wait. Hang on. I'm just gonna lean backwards and just like push out into the cob and just go, hey, hey, anybody? No, you do this to me all the time. It's your turn. Pick up.
I'm sorry, the Malkavian clan isn't home right now.
Lies.
Please leave
Pick
a
up.
message.
Hi, you.
Please
You.
press 9 after the beep. Beep.
Beep.
Oh, hey, it's you. What's up?
Hi. What clans have Primogen representation in this city?
We see there's that one, and there's this one over here, and one of these. And
Okay.
that, and
Okay. I'm just gonna start naming ones, and you tell me yes or no. Bruja.
Maybe.
Bruja.
Sure.
Gangrel.
Kind of.
They have a Primogen?
Sort of. They have a sheriff.
Okay, that's close enough. I know about all the other ones.
Well, if you know about the other ones, why are you asking me?
Oh, there's a few more. The scary death people.
The Hacka.
Is that what they're calling themselves now? They had like 7 names back then. Yeah, do they have?
Yeah, there's
Primogen?
I think there's a Giovanni in town.
But is he like on the court?
Well, like I've seen him playing tennis, but I don't think he's...
Okay, so probably not. I don't think I've seen a Ravno since the 90s, and I don't even know if the
There was one here recently.
One. Okay. It's one of those. And I don't think the 3-eyed people. I've never even seen one of those.
The Tremere?
No, the actual 3-eyed people.
The Zemissi?
No, the other 3-eyed people.
Oh.
I've never seen them. I've only heard about them.
The La Sombra.
No.
Yeah. I think
Okay,
that
I'm going to
Elena
assume
is the Primogen of them. Right?
I'm going to assume that the answer is no then. Okay, so I think we're good. Thank you. That helps. What?
No, I just wanted to fuck with you, really.
Oh, okay. And I'll pop back up and just go. The sheriff is a gangrel. So that's a court position.
We should start with that one.
That might be a bit more difficult if he's working for the prince, but
That one we should see if he shows up for the party. If he
That
does,
too.
then we can make a move. If he doesn't, then that's sort of a statement of where loyalties are lying.
they're also a gangrel, so who knows? They might be more busy in the woods. But
Harley, you and I could probably talk to him. We are Primogens, and
I mean,
Harley.
yeah, that's true.
I'll be working the Bruja.
All right,
Okay.
then but we can talk to the gangrel and see if where his or her loyalties lie.
We can figure that out, yeah. Okay, well, we have a party to plan then, yeah?
I guess
I
so.
think so.
Do we have a plan?
I don't
Have a
do-
plan.
I don't.
That feels weird.
It's really odd. I don't do party plannings, but I would be very happy to let Cassandra and Charlotte do all the party planning while you and I can go see the Maximilian and the gangrel sheriff and
We
try
can
to
do
sort
that.
out what we can find.
We can do that.
Okay, so the most important question of all, where should we have the party?
Not Elysium, please.
Not Elysium. I've got Moz, or I've got the art house, or there's this new place that opened up called Succubus Club, and I heard it's pretty banging.
I heard it was really nice.
Yeah.
All right. Perhaps.
And I mean, it would be nice not to do the cleanup.
Yeah.
Do you remember the owner?
Charlotte, do you have your loudspeaker on?
Because you're reverberating like a lot.
I think Sandra can hear the
I
conversation.
thought you were doing that on purpose. I was like,
Sandra!
Sandra's broadcasting it to the building like, listen to these idiots.
Oh, sorry, I was leaning on the button. My bad.
We were trying to have a private meeting.
Sorry.
I don't know the succubus.
It just seems like it would probably be kind of neutral. So
Maybe.
maybe that is the best bet.
Yeah,
Give it a
and then it
shot.
doesn't look like we're inviting them to like our place right off the bat, and especially
That's a good
Maz, which
point.
kind of has some history.
Are we going to owe a favor to whoever else owns the property that the party is going to be at?
I mean, I guess it depends. You might just rent it. I mean, I've rented lots and lots and lots and lots of venues over the years.
That is
but-
all Cassandra's doing. Like you can handle that, I think, and
Yeah. I like the plan.
meet the new Succubus Club people, and I will be sure to extend an invitation to Maximilian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just thought of something.
What?
No, pre-station bullshit.
What?
No, just the fact that, oh, hey, yeah, you want to have your party at my club. Oh, you're going to be the new Primogen. Oh, hey, guess what? Yeah, you owe me a boon. Or two.
I mean, that's gonna happen one way or the other.
But that's...
She's also the harpy.
Yeah.
Is that really the best foot forward? I mean, optics-wise?
Well, then let me ask. I'm on nobody's radar as a future Primogen, and I can just
Yet.
throw a bunch of money at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just rent the place for us.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't have... Yeah, the one time not having any clout comes in handy, ma'am.
That's why I don't publicly have clout.
There you go.
Anonymity. Wow, we have a plan. Today's a weird day.
Yeah, I don't like this feeling. Quick, someone do something stupid.
Out of character.
Everybody
I
listen
can't
to Harley.
anymore.
Everybody listen Harley. Like,
Harley just starts reverberating.
Quick, get
I'd
Stip in
say-
here and make him do a stupid dance.
I actually have Skip
I-
busy.
I suppose that's probably the easiest thing for us to do now is split up and Harley go see the Bruja and Charlie and I will go see Maximilian and Cassandra and Charlotte can throw all of Charlotte's money at the party.
Not all of it.
Like this plan.
No party needs that much money.
But before we leave, before we do this, can I have one more word with you, Harley?
Yeah, of course. And we're gonna do the office bit again, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Okay.
Or out of character wherever. Yeah.
For a storyteller note, which jock jams are you playing?
No, I'm not playing it.
no.
It's all Harley's.
Well, no,
Elena ain't got that shit.
actually, Kenny G, some random Kenny G song.
What?
Before they all walk away, I'm just gonna go. Can I just a request? Can we do all that tomorrow?
Okay.
Yeah.
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 We'll pick up tomorrow. Just have a good night.
Decompress. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And I gesture towards the door, and yeah, it's Kenny G.
Yeah, as we're walking out, before I completely walk out, I'm just gonna look back over my shoulder to Harley or to Charlie, and just don't leave yet.
Oh.
Or Cassandra did something.
Didn't do anything.
Cassandra did something to my side of our floor.
Oh, I did do something, yes.
She wants to show him
What-
her
what-
room.
what'd you do?
Either Cassandra can take you up there, or I'll be right back. I just need to talk to Harley for just a moment.
You're going to hell.
Okay.
Speaking of hell,
I'll take Charlie
The-
up to the room and have a quick word with him.
Skip.
since you hit random on the Kenny G selection, it's
Oh,
the Kenny
God.
G Christmas album. That's
Oh my god.
Thematic. Hey,
All right.
what's up?
I trust you, and I need you to know that should Davenport show up to Cassandra's party, I need you to send him to me.
Understood. I am not going to ask you why, however, but I will make that
Don't.
happen.
Send him to me.
Um,
If anything goes unintended, you let me know.
Of course. I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna do what I can to help make this as quick and painless as possible. So, you have my word. I've got this.
Good.
And I won't ask any more questions after this point.
It's best that you don't.
And we'll go our ways. Unless there's
Yep.
anything else.
Nope, that is it. Now I will go and find Charlie and Cassandra. Because I got a pretty cool new room.
I think was Cassandra like showing Charlie that or what? We're gonna...
No, I'm not gonna actually take him in. I'm just gonna stop him outside the room.
Okay. Why?
Well, I'm gonna let her show you that, but I mean, you seem like a really nice guy, and we've known each other for a really long time. So I hope I don't have to have this conversation with you, but I'm gonna. If you hurt her, I'll beat you to death with a shovel.
I'm not gonna hurt her.
I didn't think you would. I think you're gonna like her room though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassandra
kind of
text.
flounces off.
She gets a text saying, "Hurry up! I've got the camera set up."
I'll just stand outside the room.
Yeah, as soon as I get back up, I'm just gonna look at her. What is Cassandra?
Just went that way.
Oh. Okay. Follow me, and I will go into my little area. Apparently, she was very busy while I was in the basement.
It's got kind of a night sky feel to it.
It does.
I like it.
I do too. I think it was very kind of her to do.
Yeah.
And it's at that point, I think we should kind of fade out on this particular thing. And
Oh, Killjoy! What did you think we all sat here for 3 hours for?
3 hours of foreplay. Yeah, thank you everybody for attending. Thanks to everybody who had donated to Jasper's. If you donated, thank you very much. If you spread the word, thank you. Just try to get the word out there as much as we can. And yeah, we'll hop over to, I believe we're gonna hop over to Rolling D's 20s and some Philly by Night after this. So they are also helping out with the fundraisers. So we're gonna do a quick outro with everybody and then skedaddle over there. So let's go in fuck it, whatever order. Charlotte.
Hi, I'm Brendan. I was Charlotte. Those are my links. That's my Twitter. That's my YouTube or whatever. Bye.
It's over there.
Synced.
I didn't mean that quick. Jeez.
You can do it even quicker.
Charlie?
Hey, I'm Zachary Vaudo. That's my Twitter handle. Those are my links. ATL by Night is going to be back on Tuesday, May 4th, 8 p.m., Season 5. We ended in the middle of fighting a bunch of Sabat and the parking lot caught on fire, and it's only going to get better from there. So tune in. Yay.
I mean, there's only one way to go up from there. You can only go up, really. Like there's
No.
In flames.
Fire and Sabat. Elena.
Hi, Samantha McLarty, and I got my link tree in the chat, I hope. And I was Elena Cortez de la Sombra. I don't fucking know what projects are going right now, so just follow the link tree, which will take you to the socials, just as McLarty, and there you go.
And over to Harley.
Hi, Patrick Gill, creative director at Martlet Games. Linktree's in the chat. That's my Twitter handle. I'm kind of like matching the motif, except no. Anyways, so we've got ATL coming back on May 4th. Well, on May 5th will be season 1 or episode 1 of London's Bleeding. Finally, 8:30 p.m. Central. Sarah's done an amazing job. Yeah, Sam's been along for the ride on that one, and
I played the bitchiest Ventru ever.
The
Sounds like a
second
challenge.
bitchiest.
I am
Yeah.
the bitchiest fucking Ventru.
Oh,
Charlotte's gonna have to up her game.
I'm pretty bad. Pretty bad. Even I feel bad for you, for the other players. Like, I'm sorry, guys.
We took an interesting turn. The audience will find this out later on down the road, but we've actually decided that Sam, her character, is voicing my character's Beast. So
That's how bitchy I am.
yes.
I became the beast.
So we're taking a page out of the Wraith playbook. And there is a super secret project in the works that Sam is, yes, as a creative partner at Martlet is. Yeah. And Mr. Zach is also tentatively, I think. Yeah, yeah, why not? Yeah, he's gonna be hopping on that bad bitch here too.
You have to be my second, man. You're my second. In command, bitch.
We barely almost.
I didn't say anything. That could mean literally anything.
That is true.
Anything.
That is very true.
Yes.
But anyways, yes. Moving on. Next person. Bye.
I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore. She could just mean that, she wants you to steal third or something. I don't know. So Cassandra.
Don't do baseball metaphors. That's what we just left off with.
Hi, I'm Lex. I was Cassandra. That's my Twitter and Instagram. I have links in the chat. I am on a couple-week hiatus from a bunch of things, including this, as far as I know, I hope. So I am hoping to start really putting together my horror game in earnest. And in other news, my brand new book, the second book of the Huntress saga, When Hell Freezes Over, will be coming out on May 29th. So I will have links for that when we pick back up. And you should check it out because it is a super fun book full of sexy vampires and sexy demons and badass bitches.
I really can't wait to read that. I totally want to.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Yes. Sexy demon vampire badass bitches.
Yes.
Can you put all of that into one
covers all the
character?
bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going on a bit of a hiatus for 2 weeks. We're taking a bit of a break, but we will be back. Somebody fill me in on dates because I have no idea.
Mid-May.
Mid-May. That sounds right. Let's see, the Saturday, so it'd be May 15th, I believe.
It's either the 15th or the 22nd. It's one of those. We'll be back mid-May.
Yeah, I believe it's the 22nd. But,
Yeah, it's the 22nd.
We could have some,
Ish.
a little bit of fillerish stuff in here. Film a few things of maybe we'll get Elena and Cassandra together to have a shopping trip.
She needs a dress for the party, you
Oh
guys.
my God, you just opened a fucking can. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I'm so stoked.
I'm a
I wonder if I
storyteller.
can get the whole coterie in red.
Yes.
I'm a
So
story-
dashing.
Yes.
I can make that happen.
Here's a pro tip for all you wannabe storytellers out there, for everybody looking to start their own game. As a storyteller, it's my job to open cans and just leave them on the counter. And if
That's true.
if people go around and eat from the cans, so much the better. If they
That's true.
don't, then I got a lot of cleaning to do. So it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Cassandra.
Eat from the can, eat from a werewolf.
Right? Maybe we can get Charlie in all black for your
Oh.
That's a season
Oh my
progression thing.
And on that note,
I've got one last little thing to add in.
go.
Skip found the Bible in the basement.
Oh.
Oh, Skip's gonna die. Finally.
And on that note, we will see you in 2 weeks after this. Bye, everybody.